right, y'all. Welcome to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T.
Hey.
Hi, we are reviewing the ENCORE Season 1, Episode 6. But before we start, tell them what to do, D.
Smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel.
That's right.
Get this from Treasure Hunt.
He
He always got a little extra.
he get this from Treasure Hunt, y'all. Okay. So the episode starts up with Misha and Pam in the kitchen. Apparently, Misha was upset with Pam because she didn't stand up for her in the argument that she had the night before with the twins.
I mean, they argue so much, I don't remember the argument.
That's where I was. I was like, well, what argument was
I was like, which argument are we talking about?
And Pam don't do that.
I know Pam said, that's a beautiful dress.
Yeah.
I was like, really? The t-shirt dress?
Hmm.
That's how Pam felt about it, girl. Okay, girl, I like your dress.
All right. I'm like, Pam don't argue. She don't do that. Let's not do that. You're wrong. You're mad at the wrong
And
one.
up for her, though.
Yeah.
Girl, I don't even know you like that.
So then we see Aubrey with Pam, and she asks her, she's excited about seeing her bandmates, and she like, yeah. And in her confessional, she talk about how she hadn't seen them in 4 years. She cut them off. She cut them off of social media. She blocked them and everything. Why, Pam? Like, it was that serious?
I got some suspicions.
I think everybody has suspicions.
Yeah.
I'm saying the same thing.
Yeah.
So Aubrey then she started talking about her frustration with the twins and how they set themselves up to be in position where they're running everything. They've been doing that.
To be honest, I feel like everybody gave it to them to be running everything. If you sit back and never say nothing and ask the twins, like they pretty much acting like,
And I felt like she was good with it when she thought
it
she
didn't fit her.
Group with just the twins. Like you came in being acting an ass in the beginning, want to break up the group, want to put the best ones in your group and leave everybody else out there. And you were good with everything that the twins was doing. You was right there cheerleading, yeah, let's go. Now that you're on the receiving end, now you have an issue with them doing it.
Well, because she thought she was going to be running the twins. Clearly nobody does that. That's their problem. But in Aubrey's vision, she was the one in charge of running things. But that was her problem back with Danity Kane. That's why Puffy fired that ass, because she thought she was running things.
Well, she says if she has to step off the records, it's going to suffer, and they're going to get as many sales as Cherish did.
Do you remember any Danity Kane music? Like, I'm trying to figure out why she thinks Danity Kane was so amazing.
I like Danity Kane. I really did like Danity Kane.
What song did they have?
We in the club. We find you. I don't know how the lyrics go. We do the.
What else? What else?
Don't do.
Ain't that Showstopper?
That's Showstopper.
Okay, that's the only one I know.
Let me think. I gotta think, but I couldn't think of nothing.
Damage.
Oh, damage. Yeah, I like that. I like Danity Kane. I think I like Danity Kane because of the main thing is we watched the whole process.
You've been going back listening to the old Danity Kane records. You got that on
I would put Showstopper, but I'm sure not listening to no Cherish. I ain't doing that.
See, I'd rather listen to Cherish.
I was more of a Danity Kane. I like them, but like I said,
all I'm saying is she acted like Danity Kane was Destiny's Child, bitch. No, what do you?
Yeah, but I never liked Aubrey. That's the thing, though. I like Danity Kane, but I never liked Aubrey.
Maybe that's my issue with Danity Kane. I couldn't Aubrey, and they was just making her like. But that's it. They like put her out as the
He
leader
did
of
that,
the
but he
group,
was
and I'm
clearly
like, she the
sleeping
one
with her.
that can't even sing.
He was the one that was clearly sleeping with her, and then it seems like after they slept together or messed around, and he was done with her. She thought she was on a different level, and it messed the whole group and stuff up.
She did come back real comfortable, casually,
She
like
did.
talking to Puff, like
She did. There
like
was
she just
clearly
left his
something
room
went
that
down.
morning.
Yeah, yeah. But it was always Aubrey I didn't like. So Sita, they go see Sita. Sita announced that the people that they work with early in their career is going to be there and give them feedback at the listening party. Did Sita give you the feeling though? Because she had said something about she seen some of my shoes in the kitchen. Is Sita watching everything?
How you see them shoes?
That's what I said. Who is Sita?
Why are they all sitting inside with sunglasses on? I'm like, what is happening? They all, with the exception of, I think, the twins.
Sunglasses and they hats.
In the house, we hats on.
So the ladies are in the studio. They go over the lineup and wants to play Go, Don't Leave. They was confused about the name themselves. Leave, Don't Go. Go, Don't Leave. But anyway, they wanted to play the song. And they find out the cosign took it with them. So they had to call him and ask him to send the track over. And they listened to what he sent over. And they all agree that they like Felicia's version better than what cosign did to whatever he did to the track. Okay, well then go with the one you like. It was that simple.
I know in the beginning, cosign was there, and it's it's hard to tell. Like cosign clearly has some work to do, but I also feel like cosign was there in the beginning, and the bitches wouldn't even come downstairs. And I feel like cosign then took on the complacency that they had in the beginning. Now they're in a panic because they're like, what is it? Where's the music? Because it would have been real easy for them to come together a long time ago, all of them as a group, you know what I'm saying, and make some decision with cosign why he was there. Half the time, what's the name is in the bed, Aubrey is missing. This one that can't sing got an attitude. She's smoking cigarettes like.
Yeah. Yeah, now they like, he need to do this, he need to work, he need to do that. I mean, we'll get into the big argument at the end, but I feel like the same way you did. They put cosign in the state of mind that he's in.
He got complacent because he probably like, what am I rushing over here? These chicks ain't gonna be ready.
They ain't gonna be ready. The last couple of times the twins was fighting and fussing and shit, and I'm trying to work. So he probably did have an attitude like, when y'all decide y'all get it together. Now I'm finna do some other stuff that I'm getting paid for real.
Even like the whole thing with where he at, he took the music like, y'all don't wrap up your meetings with some type of conversation with this is this, okay, tomorrow we gonna start here. Like, you can't just put it all on cosign.
So it's the listening party. Ronnie DeVoe came. Kima
Your
came.
boy Ronnie finally came.
My boy Ronnie.
You know what? Before that though, when they left Sita at the end, Misha was in her confessional and she said something like the same thing, like the twins that took over everything. So now it's all on them. Let's see what they can do. And I'm like, aren't you the queen? Aren't you the queen?
Yeah.
Isn't it your job as the queen? To help organize everything. And then isn't this your opportunity? Why are you setting up your opportunity in a way that you're like, hope they fail this shit. Look, and now they got all this on their shoulders. Like, when you want it to be a good turnout, I'm just saying. At
the end of the day, it looks bad on all of y'all.
It looks all of y'all look bad.
Yeah. It's not, nobody coming is gonna be like them twins.
Them twins.
They're gonna look at all of y'all.
That sounds like, so you just gonna leave your destiny in the hands of, let's see how they handle this. All right.
Yeah. So, okay, well, we got Ronnie there. We got Kima from the group Total. Brandy from what's the name of that group? Black.
She looks so cute.
She was so
She
cute.
looks so cute. And so did what's her
She
name?
did
Mila?
not age. I'm jealous. She didn't age at all.
No, she looks beautiful. But
That
I mean,
video.
her and Shamari both look good.
Yeah, they do.
What's her name?
Mila looked cute.
From Seven. I was like, she looked really cute.
She looked cute. I was
I
shocked.
was feeling her hair. I was
Look.
like, oh, that's a nice little red.
I was shocked Mila came because you know they was rocky, but she showed up, so that say a lot. That was nice.
Well, I think they've been touring together too, though. Like, you know, I think at some point.
Oh, they went back and was torn.
Yeah.
Okay, so they had kind of worked through all of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Was Jazzy Faye there for
Jazzy was there. I mean, he could have been there for who? Because he worked with Cherish. They never said that, you know, he was just invited, but Jazzy has probably worked with all of them.
Yeah. It was a bunch of other songwriters and producers and people I didn't know there, but nobody came for Aubrey. I'm like, it's 5 people in the group. You couldn't get nobody to come. Not even a white girl would come for you. Nobody. You really pissed everybody off. Aubrey.
Obviously, the same could be said for Cherish.
Cherish.
The 3 bitches in the house had nobody show up.
Your own sisters didn't come for y'all. That say a lot about you. They probably like, we ain't dealing with them.
Nah.
Because you know,
at this point, you know they think they're better.
That's what I say, because you know, Felicia just made $1 million the other day. So you know how that's going down. Yeah, nah. And they had their own, they came out with their own album, the twins, and called it Cherished. I should have named it something else too. So it probably was some low-key beef up in there. Oh girl, what you got? That look good.
Girl, this some burners right here.
Oh, snap. I got some water.
This that good burners.
All right.
They came out with an album and called it Cherish without the other 2 sisters.
I seen the album cover. It was the twins, and it said Cherish. And
really?
I was like, oh, okay.
Not. Huh.
Could have just called it Felicia and Fallon, but okay. So we're on to Keisha and Pam. The energy everybody's feeling.
I was like, Pam doesn't like to hug anyone, but she likes hugging Kima a lot.
She hugged Kima a couple of times.
Yeah.
And Kima got to talking about how it was never about the group. It was about, she cared more about them and their friendship. And, you know, it didn't make no sense that they not out there getting that money, but at the end of the day, their friendship is what really matters. And then we found out that, like she said earlier, that she blocked them. She took them off of social media. And her reasoning was that God called her on a different path. But it was a lot of chemistry between the two.
It's unfortunate that Pam is so bound up in whatever she feels like she needs to be delivered from. But I feel like, you know, and I'm like, at her age, like, really, who's like, I don't know, maybe it was the way she was raised, but she's
just
so
walk
miserable.
Away and don't say nothing.
So miserable, like, just not living her truth. Because if you gotta block people off, like, it sends her into an alcoholic, you know, situation, just running from, you know, whatever her demons are, whatever, you know, it is that.
That's a conversation I feel like that she could have had. Look, I don't want to do the group right now. I'm going through something, but to completely just block everybody off social media and don't talk to nobody no more. It's like, is it? You know,
but I mean, even like the way she feels about human contact, like, okay, yeah, the whole thing with Aubrey rubbing her leg, even the way she blew that out of proportion, not like you said, a normal person would be like, can you stop? That's like, you know, get off of me. But to be so uncomfortable with like a hug, because when Kima first showed up, she was like, hey, what's up? Like, her immediate reaction was to try to like bump her, like elbow bump her.
Now,
whatever.
was it that or was it COVID? Because she's been very into. Did you see when she was talking to Misha? She was washing her hands that whole conversation.
I would say, yeah, if that, I would feel that way, yeah, if when they first got the house. But you know, y'all had to quarantine before that. Y'all been in this freaking house for 3 weeks and ain't been no damn where. How is she gonna
I'm
make
talking
you
about what
sleep?
Kima. When
Kima, well, that changed quickly. She went from a bump to an embrace to another embrace to a brace to another embrace to in the middle of the song to a gaze. Like, I'm like, God, dog, if that's really how you feel, live your freaking life. Like, who was telling you, you know, you shouldn't be that like uncomfortable with human contact. It shouldn't make you feel like that. Not to the point where you're like, can't do it. People are gonna think I'm gay. Like,
right. So they start to play the songs. As soon as they play the first few minutes of it, and then the guys is like, cut, stop the music. And they looking like, what is it? Well, I mean, they was like, we need y'all to perform. I mean, it is 9 of y'all. They don't know who's singing what verse or what. Y'all was just standing there looking boring as hell while the songs was performing. I was thinking the same thing, like, so we just gonna play the music and just y'all just gonna
stand there
at each other.
Y'all gonna stand there and Aubrey's titties is gonna hang there to the floor in that dress that should have had no business put on. What's the point? Like, if you don't you get implants so they'll stand up for you?
That's what I would get them for. But I don't know. Did she have the implants, or that's just her natural fatness? Because I don't know. Are you Paul?
I thought they were fake. I don't know. They don't look fake anymore.
No, they don't. They don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, what was we talking about? Oh, then, and this is the thing, like, I'm not a member of the itty bitty titty committee. Now, my shit's ain't hanging to the floor like Aubrey's, but there's certain little low cut stuff that most women can't wear. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless they're flat chested. That's what those dresses are for, girls who don't have a whole lot going on.
She forever promoting though. She just look a hot mess. So
anyway, they were standing there looking a fool.
They were just standing there looking stupid. I was dumb anyway. I'm like, this is how y'all do a listening party. I've been to many listening parties. Ain't nobody just stood. I mean, not being
sitting there.
Right.
Especially when there's like multiple people. Like they said, how are we supposed to know who's singing?
So they start playing the song Skeleton. They start getting into it, singing their parts and stuff. The whole time, Aubrey is sitting back making faces, rolling her eyes, sitting back.
Why didn't she just leave before the thing? Why didn't she just leave before?
She should have, because she really was embarrassing herself. So that was embarrassing. The next song was.
Did she even sing her part? Like, because they didn't show her, like, so when it came to Aubrey's part, she just stood there, or they just edited it that way?
She just stood, well, I don't know. It looked like she stood there. It don't look like she moved from that table.
Her elbow didn't move
time.
From the table,
Yeah. Then they played Pam's song, and you know, she really was eyes because she already didn't like that song.
Pam should stop dancing. She should learn.
Pam was voguing.
She did learn something different.
I said, she's voguing. Okay. All right.
I thought it was yoga.
I don't know what she was. That's okay. Then that's when Nivea noticed Aubrey's face, and she was like, I mean, you're doing this in front of people and everything.
It was rude.
It was very rude.
Yeah.
After Pam got done singing to Kima, she ran out and hugged her. She ran out.
Oh God.
And the thing about it though, you know what was so weird though with that too, with Aubrey, because everybody was like teared up and everything over her song, and she was standing there looking like.
Yeah, her song made people emotional.
Yeah.
except Aubrey. But I
Yeah.
told you before,
Yeah.
the spirit didn't feel her, honey.
And then they played the next song, which I don't know what song it was. But then during this song, that's when Irish, I guess, got upset because she just realized that she only had like 2 lines.
She didn't know that when she was recording that shit.
That's what you recorded. That's what I'm like. So why are you acting all shocked?
You know why? I feel like poor little Irish. So Irish takes on Aubrey's energy.
Yep.
So however Aubrey was feeling, that's how Irish is feeling. Because her sister, I think there's some envy there too.
Mm-hmm.
Not on Irish's part, but with Felicia. Like they're close, but I think there's a thing with them too because Irish was a cute one. And she didn't have to sing anything really, but she was still one of the, the favorites in the group, I think. So that's why she clinging to Aubrey. Now she took on Aubrey's energy. Now we're both
About that too, because I was like, she was just crying and stuff on Pam's song too. But when she looked over and saw how Aubrey was feeling, then all of a sudden she got an attitude.
now she doesn't feel right because her sister Aubrey doesn't feel. She knows how Aubrey feels.
That's what she said. She know it. She's not feeling her worth. No, that's how you feeling.
Aubrey doesn't have a soul and connects to no one. So I'm not sure why you feel so connected to her because she's just not possible. It's just not humanly possible. She doesn't connect. She's disconnected.
Mm. So basically, they play their last song verse. I View Felicia introduced it, said, was that Felicia or was that Fallon? One of them twins introduced it and said, it was her baby and everything. And
sound like Fallon.
That sound like Fallon. Yeah. Yeah. So it's over. Everybody complimented them, they got good reviews. I don't know if anybody would have said otherwise. I think it was a lot of confusion though, because like I said, it is 9 people on the stage. So,
Well, I can do cuts and we can make this happen.
Yeah. Yeah. And so Pam and Kima talks. And Kima want to know why is you trying to form a super group with these heifers? Like that was cute and all, and y'all just did. But I mean, we were a super group. Like understanding why you doing.
Let's don't act like if Toto went on tour right now, we wouldn't be there trying to see that show. I'm here.
That's what I'm saying. She's right. This was cute, but I mean,
imagine like Total and New Edition or any of that stuff that was going on, like you said, SWV.
Yeah.
Any of that was going on.
If Total, SWV, and Escape went on tour together, they will make so much money. But I can't say that nobody going to go see. What's their name? The Blueprint. Who going to go see that? Nobody. The Bird's Eye View.
Well, no, I'm not going to see it. No, I'm not listening to it.
Right. You're not finna go out. But if it was Total.
Leave my house and go see that? No. I'm okay on that.
Yeah. So I get her. Like, this is cute and all, but I mean, we got the
especially while like they're still hot enough to do it and people want to go see it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, I said New Edition, but stay getting on that line where you like, okay, we don't have to see Bobby Brown do that. No. But Total, they still right there, like you said, with SWB and Escape and will Keisha leave the house? Will Keisha come out?
Keisha ain't really got to go out. She like, Kima asked me the money, but I'm sure.
I'm straight.
Keisha really don't need it. Keisha,
she doesn't need it. Just because she doesn't need it doesn't mean like she don't want to get out, do her thing. Like,
Keisha and Taj is on that same level to me. Like, I mean, if she want to do it, it's just because she want to do it. Because Taj really ain't got to get out and do
But
nothing.
she wants to do it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's nice to have your
Yeah.
own thing because she is Keisha. She don't have to be like just Omar Epps, wife.
Right.
But
So,
she was not getting out of bed to go to that show. Now she might go on a tour. If that just gets discussed.
she's
She's
like,
like,
I got the kids
I'm not coming
in
over to
school and
WeTV for
everything.
that.
And
Or
especially
BET. Now she want me to do something. Yeah.
Yeah, nah. And then she brought up, do you remember when you said we was Destiny Child and you was Beyonce? I can believe Pam said that. Pam said she don't remember, but she was getting really high or drunk back then, so she probably don't.
She probably don't remember. And I mean, that's such a hard comparison, but if we telling the truth,
I mean, if we gonna pick one out the group,
she would be
know.
the Beyonce.
she was the one that you.
When
If I,
she
the only
left.
voice I can remember is Pam's.
I gotta go back and see if I see somebody.
Keisha was always the cute one, but Pam was the one who did all the lead singing.
And to be honest, I didn't remember what Kima looked like till she showed up. When she got there.
Kima was always the other one.
Yeah.
She
Yes.
was Misha. She was Misha. She was.
She was Misha, Pam was
She was
Beyonce.
Misha.
Damn. And
Yeah,
Keisha
she
was
was-
Irish. Wow.
Yeah, that's what it was. Keisha was Irish. All right.
That was entertaining.
So she said nobody understood, even her family didn't understand, and including her, her decisions. But she think that maybe her joining this group or doing this as an assignment from the Lord, that it was meant for her to see Kima again.
I can see that. I can see that only because I feel like when you cut people off like that, now you look like an asshole. You just gonna call her up one day and be like, so hey, 4 years ago I cut you off. This show did kind of make it where, it probably made it easier for them to go ahead and
have that conversation. So that was good. Now
can we get a tour? I'm just saying.
Right. Aubrey, she over there talking to the dude who owned the studio. I don't know him, Icon. They say he owned the studio, Icon. And she just complaining about she had a producer that was talking to her crazy. And
who did that?
She's
talking about
boy. Mm-hmm. She trying to get, she's trying to put it out there. She's playing, the poor white woman.
I've had about enough of that, and I'm here to tell you, y'all wear me out with that shit.
And she says nothing that they created is worth the sickness that she's been going through with them. And he's kind of like, wow, yeah. Well,
maybe she can't have drugs in the house and she's withdrawing. She's without her medication and she needs to get the hell out of there so she can re-up on her drugs.
That could be so. Now that would explain a lot.
Because she is sick to her stomach and stuff.
Yeah. That would explain a lot.
Then she looked like she came in there and just shook her damn suitcase on the floor because that was a damn mess in her room and she living like
looking for the cracker rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he really wasn't interested. He was like, all right, because I didn't work with your ass before and I know how you could be. So, all right, y'all, I see you.
But that's not what they came for.
No.
And you know better than that. Like, at the end of the day, they came for the music. Even if you wanted to be a part of the group, you shitting on it before.
Right.
Before you get started.
But that's what you do. That's how you did Danny Kane too. So 702, they sitting there and they having their talk, and it was just cute seeing them all together though.
Together.
It was cute. And then Irish, she brings up, did you notice that Shamari was singing the most parts and she had the nerve to say that she ain't hardly get no parts either? Shamari should be singing most of the parts. Shamari is the best singer in the group.
Shamari could go get Brandy, because I'm sure she still do her thing. She
Yes.
look like it.
Yeah.
They can find a rapper. I'm just saying. It just be black. They don't just be black.
Just be black. Mila was uncomfortable. She was looking like, okay, but y'all look good. Y'all, you know.
Mila was like, this is where I got off this train.
This is, yeah.
Heard this before.
Yeah, Irish got started going on. She was like, y'all got more songs. We got one more. I'm not going in the booth. I only got 4 lines. And Mila was like, well, it was 9 of y'all on the stage. So ain't nobody pay attention to who really was, the what. And then it kind of looked like to me, they was all singing each other parts anyway. So I don't think nobody paid attention.
Irish looked like she was a little bit tipsy.
Yeah.
And in her feelings, like you said, you only recorded 4 lines. When did you discover
right
this?
And if they noticed anything, it was because you decided to sit in the back with Aubrey. If you would just danced around.
Nivea danced the whole time. And if she had a lot of parts, you didn't see her singing a lot of parts. So you just,
right. Crazy. Misha, we know Misha ain't had no parts. But Misha was on there.
She's just glad to be a part. At this point, she's like,
yeah. And Misha, like, today ain't want the time and place for that. Like, I'm not even trying to feed into what Irish talking about right now.
I feel like, I don't know how to feel about that, Misha, because usually you'd be ready to, go in. Are you feeling away because you got more parts than you had initially? So if you're not in your feelings, and I don't,
It might be that, and it might be that maybe she didn't want Mila to realize how dysfunctional the shit was. Like, some of that conversation is for the house.
None of that should have happened in front of Mila.
Right. And especially if we trying to present ourselves like, look at us, we doing good. And
we're doing something here.
Yeah. Now you put it out there like that. Like, even if it ain't, I'm not gonna let her know that it's messed up.
I mean, and again, there's 9 of y'all. Somebody ain't gonna get a whole lot of parts.
Come on now, them songs will be 20 minutes.
And you can't sing, girl. Like, stop. You can't sing.
You can't sing. So sometime that night, Aubrey got her stuff and she left.
How did Aubrey sneakily leave without anybody knowing? Y'all can
packed all her stuff.
Her whole stuff and sneaked out quietly. Shut up.
Yeah.
And why was Keely at that event with a muumuu on? Why is she dressed like Miss Roper?
Why is Keely still there? She had to introduce him. Coming to the stage.
I was like, that's what she ran to the party. Her pajamas.
Girl. Cause she been wearing pajamas the whole show, so shit, yeah.
I seen her and I was like, come and knock at your door.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Aubrey left because she said she's a grown woman. Y'all need to put some respect on her name.
See, that's what I'm talking about. When she said that, I was like, girl, you ain't, you wasn't TLC or Destiny's Child or hell or SWV or Escape as far as that matter.
No. So the next morning, they noticed that Aubrey's gone. Nivea said, shoot, I thought I've been the first one gone, but I'm still here. I can see that. If Nivea probably like, I ain't never did this group thing.
She never did a group thing. Right.
Yeah.
I don't think Nivea, I think she's at a place, and I haven't seen her interview with Candy. I've heard about it, so I'm gonna have to watch it, but I think it's gonna make me sad. So I had to wait a minute. But she seems like a pleaser, like she get along. She, even when they were talking about Queen, she's like, don't pick me because I'm not ever gonna make any decisions about anything. You know,
Right.
she's honest about that.
Right. Fallon was like, Aubrey is being dramatic. She has zero sympathy for her.
100% right. Hate to agree with Fallon, but that's
I
what
just
that
want to say
was.
that this first time I was like, you telling the truth, Fallon, because I ain't got.
She like,
It
I
was
hope she
dramatic.
ain't hurt or dead or injured, but she's on bullshit. She been on bullshit.
She been on it. She been disappearing anyway, so whatever. So they started the process of, okay, roll the song. What part did she sing? All right, Shamil, you sing this one. Guess what, Misha? You got another part. I think Aubrey thought that walking out was gonna be devastating, and they was like, all right, let's keep it rolling.
Look here. What episode is this? 6, 7?
6.
I have never been Team Misha, not one episode, but I do know in the booth she is gonna sound better than Aubrey.
She gonna sound better. All right. So let's keep it rolling. Aubrey, you didn't, one monkey didn't stop one show. Let's keep.
She didn't belong there anyway.
Well, she came in being decisive in the first place, trying to break it all up.
Yeah, but I mean, let's just be honest. Like, why do we have Aubrey there? Why is Aubrey in this group with all these Black singers? Why?
And it's an R&B group.
It's an R&B group. It's other, like, what if not as big a name, but what if it was somebody like Joss Stone, who's a white R&B singer? Like, if y'all just had,
that was an R&B singer, right?
Was more pop, but R&B back in the day. Like, it's some other girls out there that can sing.
Christina Aguilera was R&B.
Like, fuck was Aubrey there for in the first place? Besides looking like Bozo. That was just
and
stupid.
That was the whole thing that, like I was saying at the beginning, Aubrey want to dance and do the Beyonce, but this is an R&B group. This is not a pop group, and y'all getting that confused. This is a sit back singing group. Sisters with voices. They sing, not pop, drop, and lock it, or whatever y'all do now. Y'all know what y'all do.
But that ain't what they doing. I do know that
much. What Meg be doing on them knees? See, that's why I don't do it, because my knees don't like that.
My knees don't do that. You want to see me disappear?
But okay,
she
y'all.
She able to do it either. She better enjoy it while she can,
because she almost fell. Aubrey almost fell when she did do it. So don't act like we ain't see it. Your knees.
I'm just saying. Should not. I was gonna say something inappropriate. I'm gonna let that go. Continue.
So co-signed, the choreographer and the vocal coach show up. Now they let them know about Aubrey. Let them know they got to redo it. Everybody like, oh dang, but they move on. Felicia say play Bird's Eye View. And they play Felicia's version. And then co-sign stopped the song. And then he like, wrong version. And Felicia's like, don't stop the song, Co. This is my version, and I'll tell you when it's the wrong version. And co-sign like, okay, calm down, kid. But here's the thing. Last thing he knew, as far as I'm concerned, that was the version. He wasn't there when y'all all decided we're going to go with Felicia's version. So when the dude killed it, common sense would be like, that ain't the version we was working on.
And she knew that. She knew that.
She's ready. She was on go as soon as he walked in the door.
And see, this is the thing, like, and I'm not trying to downplay all the bullshit that women have to go through in that particular industry. I can only imagine how ridiculous the niggas are.
Right.
But you came at him so crazy, you was acting like a kid. And I feel like too, that's probably like, that's how they talk. That's probably something that he says all the time, calm down, kid. And it came out because you needed to calm the fuck down. He doesn't even know what you're talking about right now.
Sure didn't. This one that y'all was trying to make this be something that it was.
And that whole don't tell a woman to relax. Well, the bitch needs to relax. What is that?
No.
Keely, like, what is Keely over there piping backing up. So when did she become team twins?
Because she needed somebody.
Aubrey's gone, so
yeah. And she won't be team twin after Aubrey's gone. She gonna be jumping back over because it looked like her ass gonna try to join the group, but whatever. Yeah, like this whole conversation with him, this wasn't that,
and I felt like, again, y'all, all 9 of y'all, 8, 7, however many bitches it is left at this point, sat there and didn't say nothing. Like somebody could have been like, well, hold on, like, we got a lot of work to do. Explain to him what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Right. We didn't sit together and decided we like this version. We want to work with that version. They could have said that from the get, and it wouldn't have been no thing.
Then he would have been like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But for whatever went down, she said that was her version, but they still end up playing cosign version. So he was playing his version. What's her name?
Shamari
over there dancing to it, and he was like, "Do she sing Thrown Off?" And she like, "What?" He like, "Stop the music. Are you off? Are you thrown off?" Cause she over there bouncing, do it look like she thrown out? And she like, "Do it look like I give up?"
So then so what? When you talk to somebody like that, and this is business, mm-hmm. I mean. You are talking about business and music, and that's what he's there for, his job. If you talk to somebody like that, what exactly is the response supposed to be? Because if I go to work and one of my coworkers approach me like that, and then what?
I think him saying relax was very nice. Like he could have snapped the hell off. He could have acted like, oh boy, because the other dude, he would have went.
That would have been a different argument. He was snapped.
Yeah.
That would have been better. I wish you would have got that one. Why didn't they take that? That would have been more entertaining because this is just stupid.
Yeah. She talking about we've been getting all this stuff done without you, and he like, and you've been doing a lot with me too. So stop. Let's not do that. And he say, in this house, I'm the producer. And Felicia like, no, I'm the producer in this house. And there go Kiwi. She's the producer. You're not. You were the artist in this house.
You're supposed to be in the group.
Yeah, but he was contracted to be the producer in the house. That's what he was hired to do. Stop it.
And at the end of the day, y'all could have been 3-4 weeks ago, however long y'all been in this house, 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Y'all could have 2 weeks ago came up with some type of understanding as to how the meetings are supposed to end, you know, where we start. Like I said, y'all don't have no damn plan.
Right. And he told him to go check his Wikipedia page.
Well, he shouldn't have said that. That was stupid coastline. Nobody checking your Wikipedia page. We still got Wikipedia. I didn't know that was a thing too.
It was. And then Shamari and them too was in the background co-signing, but not out loud in the confessional.
That's what I'm saying. Out loud would be better. How is co-sign supposed to know? Because you are over there like, hey.
Yeah.
Like that's a mixed message. I mean, does she throw it off? Because she looked like she liked it.
Thank you. And she said, go on about this, you know, big dick energy and threatened by a woman who could do his job. Here's the thing. If it wasn't cosign sitting there and it was a woman sitting there, you would have had the same energy, different argument. It wouldn't have been she had big dick energy. It would have been jealous. Something totally different.
She's jealous because I'm writing for Bieber and Ariana Grande.
And I'm beautiful and she hates me and this, and it still would have been the same kind of energy. So, because you proved it. You proved it before, it don't matter who it is. I'm ready for you to get into it with the choreographer. You know what I'm saying? So, and old girl even had to stand up like, look, he here to do his job. Can y'all just come on?
Stop and stop talking to people like that. Like y'all just feel like you can talk to people however.
However,
You cannot.
run out. I can't wait to tell Fallon this. Yeah, because you know she gonna run down there like a little puppy and get it going too. Like, yo, grow up. How old
Y'all
is you?
are immature as fuck.
Man. So that's how the episode ended. I think the last couple episodes ended with them going off.
But this is the thing, if the rest of them don't step up and say something, there's no way that I would have sat in the room and didn't speak for myself. Like, I don't know what they got going on, cosign. I do feel like we need to tighten up because we don't have much time left so we can finish this music. But all of this other nonsense, calling each other motherfuckers and stuff, that's not, that's not business.
It's not. It's not. So that's how the episode ended, y'all. And we'll see what go on next week. Like I said, look like little Kitty.
I bet you I know what won't go on next week. I bet you we don't hear no damn music. It's been a month and we still ain't heard no song. Shit.
And
have we heard a whole song? Haven't heard a song.
I ain't heard nothing on the radio.
No, not on iTunes or no. We can't even download the shit.
Nope. Not that I heard anything that I would anyway. You know, when like back in the day when Tamar was doing her song, and the very first one she did, and I forgot the name of it, but it was the jam. And when she did it, and I was like, oh shit,
was it that Hot Sugar song?
Hot Sugar.
Yeah,
Every time they played it, I was like, that is it. I ain't heard nothing on here to make me feel like
but that's because that was the jam though, that song. But yeah. I mean, they had no jams. When they did the first one, the reggae song, we was into it for a minute.
That was the only one we liked.
That took it away.
That was because that was Cosign's song.
And then that skeleton song that they love so much, I don't, that's not really my thing.
I ain't feeling none of that. It was the reggae song, the only one.
That's the one.
Yeah, yeah.
And let Pam sing lead.
Yeah.
The same.
All right, y'all. That's it for Encore. We'll see you on the next video. Hit that subscribe button, like this channel, and leave us a comment. And we will see you on the next video. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye.